I have a bill that was introduced yesterday, January 20th, 2026, on the House floor that is incredibly concerning. But I want to make my intentions of these types of videos very clear because last time I made one, I was accused of fear mongering and fear farming. When I show you a new bill, any piece of legislation that is newly introduced or somewhere in the legislative process, that does not mean it is law. That does not mean it will become law. Very few bills become law. It is a long process of discussions and debates and votes, and that's another video. But what I am trying to do is a number of things. Number one, I am trying to help you with your political literacy, which is understanding, evaluating, critically thinking about politics and what is going on. You have to get involved elbows deep in policy to do that. The other thing I am doing is I am putting on display even the most ridiculous of bills sometimes because I need you to understand what the thinking is of our congressmen and women and what the ideologies are in terms of political parties. So without further ado, let me introduce you to this new bill. H.R. 7156, to expand and clarify the grounds for civil denaturalization proceedings for individuals who have defrauded a governmental program, joined a terrorist organization, or committed certain criminal offenses. This was introduced again yesterday, 1/2026, by Representative Tom Emmer of Minnesota's 6th District. Interesting that he is from Minnesota, no? Let me also be clear that the full text is not available on this bill yet, so this is all we have to work with. But from what I am reading here, I am understanding that the Republican Party at least has the ideology that there should be some sort of denaturalization process for people who, again, have defrauded a government program, joined a terrorist organization, or committed certain criminal offenses. And then we think about Minnesota and all that is going on and the false accusations, and we realize what could happen. This is also a key moment. Again, political literacy, thinking about where this fits in the system, right? We need to think about the executive order that was signed by Trump back in September of 2025, designating Antifa as a domestic terrorist organization. And while executive orders are not law, this regime doesn't follow the law. So what I am seeing here and what I am matching up is this phrase, joined a terrorist organization, with the idea that Antifa is a terrorist organization, when in reality, it is just anyone who is anti-fascist. People like me who speak out on the internet, people that show up to protests, people that repost content and never make their own, people who have conversations in their communities about what is going on and how wrong it is. Those people are all Antifa. And so this is where it gets to be a gray area, where we need the text and we need to pay attention, because is the intention for the Republican Party, for MAGA, for Donald Trump to start denaturalizing citizens who he feels are against him? I don't know, but let's be politically literate and follow along on the journey. Please give me a follow if you'd like updates on this story, and also comment if you learned something new today.